So my story started, May 28th. I got injured on the job, lifting almost dead people to take them to the hospital, and as a result, I hurt my shoulder, hurt my back, and I just kind of got taken up into the workers' comp system. Where they said, "Okay, we're going to pay for everything. We're going to get you treatment. We're going to get you fixed up so you can go back to work." Well, that's the bill of sale, and it's not exactly what happened. Um, I seemed to spend a lot of months, probably the first 4 months, in my opinion, kind of getting ignored. I would tell people what my problem was. Oh, my back hurts, my back hurts. And it seems like all that people wanted to focus on was just my shoulder. And so I kept getting, worse. Instead of improving, I was pretty much disintegrating. It's very frustrating, and probably for the first time ever, I actually started using depression and myself in the same sentence, which is kind of a foreign subject to me. So, it hit me pretty hard, and I kind of lost my faith in doctors because, it wasn't just one doctor; it was several doctors that, they'll tell you, "Yeah, I'll fix you. I'll get you back up," and then it gets 2 visits into it, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Well, I think you're healed now. You need to go back to work." And you're saying, "Well, gosh, I really hurt. I can barely move my arm." No, just you can work through it, and that's typical attitude. They'll give you a prescription for some ibuprofen and a little bit of PT, and that's it. And if you don't get better, their attitude, it's your fault. It's your fault that you're not getting better. And you're sitting there saying, "Well, what do I need to do? What do I need to drink? What do I need to eat? How do I need to exercise?" And you just get no help. You're kind of thrown to the wolves. And so, come December, I finally get released back to work, and I'm saying, "Well, gosh, it really still hurts." And doc tells me to just kind of work through the pain, and I'll get better, and I'll get stronger, and everything will be hunky dory. Well, halfway through my second shift, I got hurt again, and unfortunately, at that time, I had a patient that was having, uh, you know, they came really close to dying, and if I didn't have another paramedic with me, this little kid would have died, because the doctor said I was ready to go back to work, and I didn't feel I was, but he said I was, and I ended up getting hurt, and someone almost paid the price for it. So my injury kind of extends beyond me. My concern is not so much for me, but it's for other people, because I very well could potentially drop somebody because my shoulder. So all the progress I had made seemed to have been erased, and so that really hit me hard. I started drinking because I'd been 6-7 months without any pain meds. They weren't really concerned about my pain, really weren't concerned about my sleeping habits. They weren't really concerned about anything. So to get through the day, I had to drink because it hurt so bad and I couldn't sleep. So I think at some point my doctor said, "All right, I'm going to send you Restore. These people say they can fix just about anything." And I think, in honesty, I think he just wanted me off his back because the one thing is, knowledge is power. And so, man, I was grilling this guy, and after I got hurt, man, it was full cannons. I was letting him have it. And so I came to Restore, and the first person I really see is David. And the first thing out of his mouth, he's like, "You know what? I've already read your story, and so I'm not going to try to sell you on you should believe me. I'm going to let the program do the talking. All I want you to do is just keep an open mind, at the very least. If you can do that for me, then I'll make sure that everything else works." So I was like, "Okay, all right." So I did the intake, where you come in and get evaluated. And for the first time since I've ever been injured, I've actually had someone take more than 15 minutes to actually do an eval on me, which, good, honest, head-to-toe physical, full history, blah, blah, blah stuff that we get taught in medical school. Restore actually finally did it. Out of all these doctors, all these therapists, all these blah, 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 this is the first place that actually ever did that. And not only did they did that, it was like 8 hours of evaluations. It got to the point where it was just overboard. But something that amazed me. It's something I didn't think that could happen in American medicine. I finally realized that you guys actually talk to each other, which I don't think everybody has ever done before, at least for me. Like, I could tell one person one thing and the whole staff knows about it, and so I felt like I wasn't wasting my breath. I wasn't telling people one symptom and I'm having to repeat it over and over again just to get ignored. But you guys actually listened, and because of it, I really feel that a program was put into place that focused solely on my injury, and then everything else that was incorporated into the injury that had subsequently been injured. So I really felt like I actually had a comprehensive health program, and so that was like a huge relief off my shoulders. So okay, I believe you now a little bit more. So I started doing the physical therapy program, the mental program, the yoga and stuff like that. You know, before I couldn't move. Before I would sit at my desk and just pound my head into the desk because it hurt so bad. I couldn't do dishes. I couldn't put my shirt on. I could barely take a shower. And now here I am. I got fluidity of my movement back. I can do yoga. I can do crazy poses. You know, I can put my shirt on. It doesn't hurt. So all the things that I used to be able to not do, I feel like I can do again. And so I just really got to thank you. And anybody, I guess, that's going to watch this later, I know you've probably been hurt in the past, and I think that a lot of people could say that. I know that you don't have a lot of trust in the health industry right now. I think a lot of people could say that too. So if you do get to watch this, I would say keep an open mind. This comes from a guy that got beat up just like you, and a guy that actually works in the same industry that beat me up. So I would say give these guys one last chance, keep an open mind, and I can guarantee that you'll see some sort of improvement, which is a lot better than what you were doing. So, see ya. Please don't call me. I don't want to see you on my job. So.